Get into here. We will play... Oh, there's online play. That actually sounds very interesting. We might have to play with strangers sometime, but not tonight. Did you and me chat? We will share a controller. We'll use mine. I assume you didn't bring one. It's okay. I didn't expect you to. No one told you to. It's okay. I'm sorry, I'm being shitty. We're gonna go the middle route, the road tripper, the time, you know, the normal, the most standard variation of this game. Maybe I'll finally win one. Maybe. Alrighty. And let me make sure to change stream information to make sure it is correct. And change the category to Monster Roadtrip. Very cool. And that should be all we have to do over there. Alrighty. Let me get a sippy of water. And we will pick characters and begin the road trip. Alright. We once tamed it in what became one of the strangest, most wonderful journeys of our lives. Back then, when we were young and unafraid. Summer was coming to an end when Polly and Scott planned a road trip. The whole thing was bound to go off rails. This was the Prank Masters, after all. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly large heart. And Polly Geist, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Each of them were, by themselves, an agent of chaos. But together they were the perfect combo for hijinks to ensue. Who in their right mind would have agreed to join them on such a trip? Well, first up, there's gonna be Sully. Is me. Is your dude. The primary streamer friend. Sully. Booyah. And I will use he, him pronouns today. Chat, do we have any preference on the body we'd like to use today? I know some of my friends do have their preferences when they play, but I don't know if we as a chat can decide. I also did make sure to have stream elements set up in Control Plus and stuff like that. So I should be able to run polls beneath stream to get you guys to vote on stuff if we need to, but otherwise I'll just wait a second, wait for you guys to be able to say something in chat, and it'll be nice and easy. Don't be afraid to speak up. If you're here, you are a part of the party, you're a part of the fun, and I want you to be heard. I want you to feel like a part of the game tonight. So, if you guys have any preferences for characters, now's the time to voice them. Because we are going to get you guys set up, and then you and me, we're going to take this game down. Finally, I'm going to get revenge. I also have to double check my settings. That's fair. That is fair. Moth person. How do we feel about Hazel? Chat? Anybody else want to weigh in? Because we could do Hazel this time, and if we play again in the future, we can try other characters if you guys prefer. But yeah, I'm also a big fan of Brian and Zoe. Gotta give them credit. Zoe especially because she has been around since the first game, but like slowly becoming more and more of a central character now. You know, a playable character as non-DLC, which is awesome. Yeah, that is fair. They are all pretty good. Let's see. I don't see anybody else weighing in, so we'll go ahead and select Hazel for chat tonight. Chat. And that'll be they, them for chat.
Oh, I've got my
nice and easy.
ready.
And what kind of vibes? What kind of music? Got some options. Also noticing my camera's a little big. We're gonna Just a little bit. There we go. A little better balanced. Well, I looked at it too long. Let's put it there. There we go. Had to kind of recenter that in our chat, but Tropical Rave, Lo-Fi Beats, Surf Rock, Desert Vibes. I think I've done mostly Lo-Fi Beats and Surf Rock. So if you guys are feeling a little bit more high energy, or you just want to really just like dig into the desert. And if I see anything from you guys, I'll pick, but I don't know. I won't be paying as much attention. I'll admittedly be hearing more of myself, so it's actually more of a decision for you guys. Rave? Betcha. Was the road trip a dangerous idea? Yes. Was it poorly planned? Yes. Did we do it anyway? Fuck yes. For in the end, we were young and unafraid. We were ready to start. Yep, indeed we are. I'm gonna double check some settings real quick, just to make sure. Yep. And then show tooltips is... There we go. So that's how I bring that up. Easy. All right, so first up we have an animal sanctuary or a pet contest. So both are going to involve animals, but it's just a matter of where to shoot first. All right, well, it's my turn to pick, so I'm going to say an animal sanctuary. Or is it? I don't remember if this one rotates turns or not, so we'll take turns if it doesn't. But welcome to the animal sanctuary. It even has a petting zoo. There are dogs, cats, goats, bunnies, alpacas, ducklings.
Here, don't be shy.
It warms your heart to see so many animals being loved and cared for. Surrounded by all this wholesomeness and fur, what do you want to do? Pet the animals, volunteer with the rescued animals, or cat cafe. What do I want to do? Yeah, okay, so based on it saying Sully down at the bottom, it's got to be my turn. So I'm gonna get our soul up and volunteer us with some rescued animals. You're checking the place out, booping snoots with all sorts of cute critters when you run into a familiar face. Oh, hey, are you guys volunteering at the sanctuary too?
Hello!
Hi, Faith, we'd love to. Do you have animals who could use some volunteering / friendship? Sure, why don't you spend time with old Major? He's getting up there in years and could use the exercise.
Woof, woof.
Woohoo! I love you, old Major. Let's play fetch. Last one to the dog park has to throw the frisbee. Polly, you can brush Annie the alpaca if you want. She's a very sweet girl.
Mama like it.
I'd rather brush your alpaca, if you know what I mean. Oh my goodness. No idea what you mean, honestly. I'm gonna guess it's a sex thing. It's usually is a sex thing with you. You betcha. Well, I'm kind of working right now, but maybe we can brush alpacas when I go on break. Fuck yeah, boo. Text me when you're free. And you, Sully, what if you hang out with Colonel Grumpo? Cool. Pay attention to the ugliest, grumpiest cat you've ever seen. If cats had phalanges, this one would definitely be giving you the finger. Colonel Grumpo was rescued from a really bad situation. You have trouble trusting monsters, but I promise there's a sweet boy under all that radiating hate. Have fun. Great, Scott gets to play fetch, and Polly's having car sex while you're stuck with the world's meanest cat. Oh well, maybe it'll be okay. Wait, did Colonel Grumpo just steal your wallet? How? You didn't even see him move. You better get on this cat's good side before he does something worse. Okay, so this cat obviously lost faith in people due to Monsterkind's inevitable descent into idiocy. Show him there's still some hope by showing off your extensive classic literature knowledge. Or show Colonel Grumpo you're the real deal by giving him what all cats want most, the chance to drive a Ferrari. I don't own a Ferrari, is the problem. I don't have a Ferrari to supply this cat. So it'd have to be somebody else's Ferrari. I don't know if I have a problem with that. It's tough though, because I do like classical literature, but I don't think the cat cares about classic literature. In the time it takes you to convince a rental company to give you a Ferrari despite your horrible driving record, your friends have returned. Hey, have you guys seen the car out front with the grumpy cat in the driver's seat? It's so cool they're letting underprivileged animals work for Uber now. Wait, is Colonel Grumpo in that Ferrari? Sully, are you letting a cat drive? That's so dangerous. I'm not pressed. I'm dead anyway, so who cares? Let's go for a ride with Colonel Grumpo. But
let's do it.
I have no sense of danger, and a cat chauffeur sounds cool, so I see no problem with this. Grumpy Kitty, take us away. Y'all hop in the car with Colonel Grumpo and let him drive you into the sunset. Wonderful. So this is a regular thing with you, Sully? Every time you want to cheer a cat up, you let it drive a Ferrari? Pretty much.
Nice.
Cool. Cool.
Ow!
Ow! I love sticking my tongue out of the window. You're the best reckless driver ever, Colonel Grumpo. Well, at least everyone's wearing their seatbelts. That makes me feel marginally better about this extremely unsafe situation. I'm kind of realizing that just based on how it's set up, my camera's kind of going to always be in the way. So I'm just going to go ahead and switch over a little virtual Sully. Oh, wells. It's okay. He's better oriented for playing games, especially this one. This one was one I took into account when formatting my layout, so. You get Faith a few extra white hairs, but your joyride is a success. You even see a small smile on Colonel Grumpo's face as he snoozes on the steering wheel. You lose 2 money on the car rental, but gain 2 souls spending time with Grumpo.
Hands on the wheel, eyes on the road.
Alright, chat. It's gonna be your turn. Let's see what you got. The options ahead of you are a regular motel or a weird landmark, which is a desert foot, the heart and soul of the desert. Looks like you can lose some wealth or lose some soul there, or there's an option that's going to be unrevealed for now. Or there's the regular motel, which is going to be kind of a mysterious experience across the board. But I leave it in your hands, Twitch chat. I don't necessarily know that I'll take the first thing, but I might do that. If you guys just make it a race to whoever makes a decision first, that works. Yeah, we have the desert foot. I think I've been here once or twice, but I've also been to like the big hole in the desert that is also a similar landmark. And I think I've done the motel before, which I think has a possibility of like a haunted room, but I don't know for sure. We kind of got to start deciding what stats we're gonna focus around with the various destinations, but many options are gonna lie ahead of us. This is just the first. Cool. I see somebody in chat decide, so foot it is. God says it draws thousands of visitors every year. Didn't know foot fetishes were so common. Okay. The desert foot is a peculiar landmark. It's a natural rock formation that looks exactly like a foot. You're not sure if that justifies all the guided tours and gift shops and tourist traps surrounding it. But hey, you chose to come here, so you might as well enjoy yourself. What do you do? So Twitch chat, at the desert foot, as a group, we can take on a foot-themed souvenir shop. We can go to the feet aficionado gathering, or we can do some guided tours. So these will be exchanges. One stat will go up in place of the stat that's advertised going down, or we'll have a scaling option, which could be a little difficult, depending on, which scale of the option you accept. But that could also result in more rewards, more fun, more interesting total results. So again, I leave it up to you, Twitch chat. If Twitch chat's having trouble deciding, I may end up going with dice or coins in the future, but I will always give you guys a chance to speak up and make a decision, because I would like to play this game with you. That way, at least if we lose, I don't have to blame only myself. Aha, my secret has been revealed this whole time. That's right. It's not a matter of I think I'm going to win now. No. Shh. I'm just gonna lose with you guys. You guys are gonna come with me. If we're spiraling down the pooper, we're spiraling together. I do see somebody coming in to say guided tours. Ray, again, with the back-to-back, picking the foot and then picking the guided tours. And I'll give it a second. I know I have low latency, but I don't have the lowest latency because that's just how live streaming works, unfortunately. So I'll give everybody a little bit of time, but... I might also poke the creators of this game and see if there's any way that we could get a really simple Twitch extension in place, but... Hey, fair enough. Thanks for stopping in and thanks for helping make some decisions. I don't see anybody else saying anything in chat, so we're going to go ahead and go with the guided tours. You see a sign advertising a guided tour and ask your friends if they're interested. Oh, I get it. You want to pose as tour guides and prank tourists with fake fun facts about the foot. Actually, you were interested in going on a real tour, but Polly's idea is way funnier. So, you have to take the credit for it.
Prank Masters!
Awesome! Look alive, Prank Masters, because I think I see our next marks. This is the famous desert foot then. It's not as impressive as the desert earlobe we toured a few miles back. Aw, I think the foot is nice. The only thing that could make it better is a desert soccer ball.
Hello!
Hi, Coach. Good to see you. Hiya, Scott and Polly and chat. What brings you kids here on this gloriously sweltering day? We're volunteer tour guides for the desert foot. Want to hear some fun foot facts? Did you know the desert foot has a secret 11th toe? Not for the reason you'd think. What reason would I...
Me!
My turn now. Did you know the foot is one of the smelliest parts of our bodies? You can tell a lot about a stranger by smelling their feet. For example, if a stranger lets you smell their feet, they're either really friendly or really weird. You aren't wrong, Mr. Howell, but I hate what you just said anyway. What about you, chat? It's your turn up to bat. Tell us a fun, educational foot fact. All right, chat, you're up. You can choose between 3 facts here. We have a fun fact about the desert foot. It gets its name because it's shaped like a foot, and it's in the middle of the desert. Riveting. A riveting fun fact. It's said the foot was built by an ancient civilization that revered feet as sacred creatures before realizing they were actually part of their own bodies. Okay, that's a good mid-tier option. Or, after centuries of erosion, the desert foot is now facing natural decay. Conservationists are accepting donations to hire a very big podiatrist. 3 different options there. If you guys want to make it easier for letting me know which one you'd like, just say 1, 2, or 3 in chat. Make it easiest, I guess. But any of these options, I will let be entirely up to you guys. Is your character, your contribution to the team effort. So I will see what you guys have to say. 2. Okay. We'll hover on 2 for a second, and unless we get any other numbers, it's the option we're going to go with. It's a good, safe, middle-tier option. It said the foot was built by an ancient civilization that worshipped them as sacred creatures, revered them as sacred creatures, before they were realizing they were actually part of their own bodies. Believable enough. Let's see if they buy it, chat. What are you talking about? I've never heard of this ancient civilization.
Yeah.
Then prepare to learn. See, the Footians believed their feet were actually all a god, called Foot God, and they had no control over where these divine feet took them.
Oh, I got it!
Woohoo! God feet!
Scott?
No, Scott, not woohoo. Because you see, Foot God was a bad god. No! Foot God forced the Footians to sacrifice their children to the desert foot once a week, or else Foot God would walk the Footians off cliffs or into active volcanoes. Foot God even threatened to walk them into the worst place in the world. The vet! What? I mean, exactly! But one day, a heroic villager came up with a grand idea. Cut off everyone's feet. No more feet equals no more Foot God equals no more problems.
Plot twist.
But trying to cut off their feet was unexpectedly painful, because it turns out the feet were just a part of the Footians' bodies all along.
Whoa!
Oh. So the Footians rejoiced that Foot God wasn't real and they were enslaved to their own feet, and they all gave each other banging foot jumps to celebrate. The end. There it is. It just had to have an ending stinger. I'm disappointed by the sheer idiocy of your lies. Lying is already bad, but lying this badly is worse. Well, I'm proud of you kids. You've obviously been exercising your imaginations. Haha. You lose 2 soul for lying, but you gain 2 hype because that story, and therefore that prank, was awesome.
I can do this.
Alright. We're not doing too bad so far. I got something up. You guys put it right back down. That's okay. Not the worst outcome. My turn to choose now. There's a dungeon or a business summit. Yeah, we're going to a dungeon. If you know me at all, I tend to kind of fall into the at least a little bit of the Brennan Lee Mulligan category for BBEGs, where the villain is most easily capitalism and or big rich assholes. So there you go. Nice and easy. Normally a dungeon would be dark, scary place for people to be locked up and punished.
You got this.
But in the world of video game logic, everyone knows dungeons are challenging labyrinths wanting to be explored. There are plenty of ways to plunder a dungeon. What's your preferred method? Ooh. Fight the boss, grind some experience, or solve some puzzles. Solve some puzzles good for mind, grind experience good for soul. Fighting dungeon boss could be pretty hype. But I don't know. I don't know what I'd lose or what I'd gain. But it's still pretty early in. Let's fight a dungeon boss. 99 levels of exploring the dungeon, fighting slimes, and solving puzzles later, you find a heavy iron door labeled Final Boss. You open the door, readying yourself for a fight. Inside, you see a single skeleton sitting in an armchair doing a book of Sudokus.
What?
Where's the boss? Are you the boss? Skeleton looks up at you over his spectacles and says, actually, I'm the landlord.
Nice.
Oh, we gotta fight a landlord? That's kind of cathartic. Can't recommend fighting me. My special moves are call the cops and sue for assault and battery. Seriously? But we didn't hack and slash our way through those 99 other floors to not kick some dude's ass. Well, if it's a fight you want, you're in luck. There are actually 2 final bosses that you can choose from. Ah, shit. Due to the recession, layer rental prices have gotten pretty steep, so this dungeon has been converted to a timeshare. I'd be happy to schedule a beatdown with either one of my tenants for you. Who do you want to fight? Dom NFL, the edgy fallen angel who draws power from their very complicated fashion choices and convoluted backstory, or Harry, dungeon middle manager. See, this would be a bit more literal of what the joke I was making beforehand. This is the bosses, like, this is what they look like. This is what they actually are. Like, it's funny. I just make them the middle manager for, like, heaven, you know? And they look like this. Because anything I make kind of looks like this. I mean, fuck, look at me right now. Put on a shame beanie. We'll go with Dom NFL. I honestly think I'll have better chance in combat against the dude who's more fashionable. Arrives with a swell of black metal music and oiled leather smell. Yeah, nobody who dresses like that isn't made to be looted. You know? If you carry a giant fuck-off sword, it's because you want me to take it from you. So because you want me to beat you up and then kill the next boss with your sword. And that's what I'm going to do. Cower, filthy sinners. Your damnation is sealed, and I'm going to force you into submission, and there won't be a safe word. Okay, come on. Okay, but why? What's your motivation for being such an edgy antagonist? I was once a servant of heaven, as devout as the rest, until I became seduced by the power of the 666 Chaos Keys. My mother, the archdemon Plathol, created the keys using drops of my fetal blood when I was raised in a holy laboratory to become the perfect weapon. Wait, if your mom was a demon, shouldn't you be a demon too? Or at least half demon? Actually, if you were raised in a lab, how do you have a mom at all? Don't interrupt me! Anyway, I became obsessed with using chaos keys to unlock the dimension doors, which have been sealed for centuries. Once unlocked, they would free Plathol and bring her power to its zenith, and she and I rule this land for filthy sinners. No, wait, how can your mom be locked behind 666 separate doors? And how'd she access a lab to make you at all if she's imprisoned? Oh, shut up! You sound just like the angels in heaven right before they threw me out for expositing on my confusing backstory 24/7.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I have a question. Why do you wear so many belts, bro? They're not holding up pants or anything, so aren't they kind of pointless? My beautiful leather belts are the entire point. The edginess gives me power. You wouldn't understand. Wait, you get your power from your belts? What happens if we cut them off? You grab a pair of scissors and find out it means that Dumb NFL loses all their powers and dies. Sweet. You lose 2 mind trying to understand that clusterfuck of a backstory, but gain 2 hype admiring Dumb NFL's badass aesthetic. Heck yeah.
Driving is so relaxing.
Hope we got some good loot, too. Okay, chat. You're up again. Your turn. We can choose option 1 or 2, or you can just give the name of the location, but we have a regular gas station, the backbone of any road trip experience, where you can gain some soul, gain some wealth, or exchange a different stat, which I'd imagine is magic, because magic tends to be our fuel for this game. But see what you guys think. There's also the cave, which can also bring up wealth, also bring up soul, and then something else they can bring up. I'm not quite sure. Maybe hype, but I don't think maybe caves aren't always as hype. So it could be a tough decision. Gas station, and this says regular gas station, which makes me think it's actually a regular gas station. But then, like, half the time we've gone to the regular gas station, we've gotten the troll gas station. And the cave, yeah, cave's a decent option. You can gain money, you can gain soul, or you can gain something unknown. And we'll see if anyone else in chat disagrees. I don't see anybody disagree. I wish I could just put you all in like a little voice room, and then I could just like pop in real quick and be like, hey, what do you guys think? All right, cool. See you later. Which is like sometimes true. That's like how some of my friends who you'll see pinned with moderator status. I don't actually have formal mods. I have friends. But oh well. Caves. Dungeon. More like fungin. Am I right? I don't get it. What could be inside this dank, dark cave? Golden jewels, an abandoned mine shaft, dinosaur bones, an ancient civilization that's yet to be uncovered? I mean, all those things are hella unlikely. There's almost definitely just a bunch of bats and rocks in there. But you won't know that for sure until you explore the cave. What are you going to do here, Twitch chat? You can look for ore to make some money. Option 1. Rescue trapped people to gain some soul, but not sure what you'll lose. Probably some stamina, but it's hard to tell. Both of these probably lose some stamina, but who knows? Or go spelunking, which is a tiering option. Can go up to some more rewards, but can also become a bit more crazy of a situation. Hey, Orezer, thank you. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Feel free to join in chat and participate in the game. We are currently playing some Monster Roadtrip, and it is chat's turn. So feel free to help make a decision here between options 1, 2, and 3 in the caves, looking for ore, rescuing trapped people, or going spelunking. I want to make sure so far we got a vote for 2. I see from tomorrow. Pretty solid option. It was your idea to come to the caves, so being a hero while we're here could be a pretty solid option. It's very nice of you, Tamar, to take the time to rescue some trapped people rather than spelunking or looking for ore. So yeah, we'll go with a nice option. We'll try to get that soul back up. We lost it last time, so we'll get it back up. You, Polly, and Scott are hiking around the cave, looking at cool stalagmites and bats when you hear voices coming from a far-off chamber. Whoa, bros. There are people in here, and they're chained to that wall.
Kinky.
Hey,
Don't worry, everyone. We're gonna save you and bring you back to the outside world. What are you talking about? The prisoners asked. We don't need saving. We like it here. This place has everything we need. The cave people nod at the wall opposite them. You look and see that there's shadow puppets being projected on it. Look, the shadow doggy is back, and he's playing with the shadow bunny and the amorphous shadow blob. Best day ever. Those shadows aren't real. Let us unchain you, and we'll show you that the outside world is more than shadow puppets. No, the prisoners yell. How dare you try to force us to expand our narrow worldviews? The shadows are all we've ever known. Why would we abandon them when we are already happy and complacent here? Because learning the truth is worth overcoming your fear of the unknown, damn it. Chat, how do we talk these people into leaving? Well, we could build a bulletproof, irrefutable case to convince them that the outside world is full of much cooler shadows. Or it's time to incur some good old student debt to get a PhD in philosophy. So between options 1 and 2, you can convince them, build a very strong legal case that there is a world outside full of cooler shadows, or you can rack up some student debt, which I'm just assuming would cost us some money, which we're doing okay on. We're down to 8, but you know, depending on whether or not you'd like us to have a lot of cash or to spend a lot of cash as we go on. We'll have other chances to spend and make money. But I don't know. Build a bulletproof, irrefutable case to convince them that the outside world is full of much cooler shadow. I'm also trying to think of what the downside of this one would be. Maybe take some mind. I could see it taking some mind because it would take some time. But what you would get in return is a tough question. I'll let chat choose between options 1 and 2, but if you guys aren't sure, we can flip a coin or just kind of pick one with a little bit of random. I can't do an infinite scroll for random, unfortunately, but I can. Yeah, I can wiggle the D-pad or something. I can wiggle the stick and then just let go. And, yeah. Probably just flip a coin. But I'll leave it up to you, Twitch chat. It is your decision. It is your call. Who do we go with here? Waiting gently. I'll grab one of these coins here. I believe. Yep, this is an Irish £2 coin that was given to me by a cool customer. One maybe. One's a solid option. I can definitely see it. It's okay if you're the only one picking right now. Tomorrow, I'm sure other friends will pick up along the way. And if not, also okay. I see you being the only one to vote so far, so we'll go ahead and go with
Great
one.
plan.
Great idea. Time for a planning montage. Ooh. Montage passes of you guys reading books about shadows, writing on a chalkboard, practicing your shadow puppets, and doing chemistry for some reason. You lose 2 mind in the exhaustive research and planning, but finally you have your irrefutable case on why the prisoners should leave.
Hey.
Listen up, bros. We know you think shadows are cool, but the shadows outside this cave are even cooler. So come with us. That's it? That's your whole argument? What about the montage? What about the chemistry bit? We're not convinced, the prisoners say. The shadows in here are already pretty great. True, but get this. In the outside world, shadows are so cool and interesting, they even have their own mascot. His name is Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh, fuck, here we go. He's so popular, he has his own video game and lots of loot art. Oh, the prisoners say. Well, we do love loot art stuff. Our second favorite thing to shadows is being chained to a wall after. I knew it. I knew this was kinky. You successfully free the prisoners and they go to the outside world to meet Shadow the Hedgehog. Fortunately, they're completely blinded by Shadow's coolness, but all that matters is gaining +2 soul for the rescue. I don't know how you guys got a hold of Shadow the Hedgehog with that, but it worked.
Not sure
And
where
you
to
gained
go.
us some more soul. So thank you guys. Great job. You guys will have your own options to choose between, but we can select between the car to either make some preparations or to, I think, be a bit more reckless about tomorrow, I think is something we can do. We can get like a head start or something like that. Noodle stand, we can exchange one stat for another through items, but we have to figure out what those items are kind of just by guessing or by learning them over time. Bus stop can help us pick up a hitchhiker, which then we can use the bus stop in the future to talk to that hitchhiker, or we can use it to pick up new hitchhikers if we're not liking the person that we picked up, if we don't like the stat bonus or stat negative that they add. And then there's the info desk, which you can use to basically predict an upcoming thing, and then Polly and Scott, you can just talk to Polly and or Scott. I don't remember if you can talk to both, but you can talk to either, I'm fairly certain. And you can learn more about them or try to romance them by the end of story. So chat, if you have any preferences between any of these, I think I'm going to go ahead and try to get an early hitchhiker just to see how our luck goes. But if you'd like to do any of the others, feel free to start deciding in chat. Just let me know by saying info, rest, car, or noodles. If you guys have a preference. I'll have to probably double check these to make sure I know what all of these do, because the dang thing doesn't tell me. The only ending we've gotten was the hype-based ending, which was Knife Land, and that is also what I'm currently leading. But getting a positive hype land ending would be really fun. So if we could do that, that'd be cool. But also, I think the magic area is going to be really cool. Yeah. Tough. But where you guys go for tonight, leave up to y'all. What are we thinking, Twitch chat? Early hitchhiker is great. I appreciate that call. I will try at least. I don't know who we're gonna get, and I really hope it's one of my more favorite characters who has like a really beneficial stat, because there have definitely been some times that I've honestly kind of shot myself in for picking up a hitchhiker who I really liked, because I think Damien has the thing where he constantly adds hype, but he drains stamina. I think that's what his ability is. So they're all a little different, but getting them early also lets us exchange them if necessary, while still being able to like talk through their entire tree. But what about Twitch chat? Do you want to romance Scott or Polly? Would you guys like to try to make a trade with Noodle? Do you guys want to take some time to make extra preparations? Or to maybe even be, maybe get a little extra head start? Or you can pick one of the locations we see on the road tomorrow or next week, week 2. I'm trying to remember if it's weeks or days. I can't remember now how it progresses. But I'll let you guys decide, or I will roll a d4 if I don't see any decisions, if you guys don't have a preference yet. Just because I know a part of letting Twitch chat decide is letting a little air of randomness in there, and I know that you guys didn't necessarily come here to play a game, you came to watch a game, so just to make sure that we're not sitting still forever, let me find a d4. So you guys don't have to make every decision, but let me see. Twitch chat, we will put you guys 2. Awesome. So there we go, Scott and Polly. And I'll let you guys decide whether or not you talk to Scott or Polly. But if you guys don't want to decide, or if you guys don't decide in about a minute, I will flip a coin. But that minute will start now. Just so it's super easy time. I have a little freaking how long I've been live timer going over here. I've talked to Scott before. I've tried to progress a little bit of story, and he's actually really interesting because he wants to learn about astronomy, and he wants to like not just be known as the dumb guy. And then I haven't had a chance to talk to Polly yet, because Polly has mostly been just like the party girl in all the games, and I just haven't typically pursued any of Polly's plot lines. I think maybe a little bit in Monster Prom, the first game, but other than that, I don't think I've progressed a whole lot. But up to you guys, Twitch chat, who we talk to, Scott or Polly, or who you talk to, not me. I am the one character, you all are not, so I apologize. Okay, that there is about the end of the minute. I don't see anybody saying anything, so go ahead and flip a coin. Ooh, gotta decide which is heads, which is tails on the coin. I have a bunch of weird, like, Dungeons and Dragons coins here, so. Pew! Okay, so that's gonna be tails. That'll be Polly. So, we can talk to... Yeah, that's a fair point. And look at that. Tamar predicted the flip of the coin with that insightful comment. Thank you. So, talk about her interest in cooking or her party etiquette. Or is that just like, it's not her party etiquette, that's just party etiquette in general. Interesting. Both could be very fun, but I didn't know that Polly cooks. So, Twitch chat, for you guys, are you guys more interested in how to behave at a Twitch chat? Does Polly need to teach you guys how to act at a party, or are you guys more interested in what Polly's cooking? I'm sure that could at least be partially interesting, but. And I guess since you're here, you could make decisions, but also you're counting because you're crocheting. So if at any point you would like to weigh in, you can technically be a part of chat as well. Interest in cooking or party etiquette. I'll flip a coin. And that one was heads, so we will go with her interest in cooking, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I've been looking into cooking.
Nice.
Tasty. And that's just 2 of my favorite things. Chemistry, which rocks, and little momentous joys. Like, how dumb is it to spend hours making something that's gone in a blink and a couple mouthfuls? It's so incredibly inefficient that it becomes simply beautiful. It's a nice thought. Now that I don't even really need to eat, my hobby has reached new heights of stupidity. and of beauty, too. So I started taking some cooking classes. Vera takes them, too. I love the wonderful bitch, but she could use an education on beautiful inefficiency. Indeed.
Ah.
I think it's healthy for her, even if the classes stress her out most of the time. We sit there, we learn, and we experiment. That's what I love about chemistry and cooking. It's transformative. But like, literally, it's all about transformation. You transform things into other things. Like, how can you transform eggs, flour, butter, and some other stuff into a cake?
Nice.
Or how flesh, blood, bones, and some other stuff transformed into me. So yeah, I think the afterlife gives you some new cool perspectives. And I also think cooking rules. Maybe one day I can cook something for you, if you dare.
I agree.
I'd love that. Chaotic energy. Wherever the prank masters go, hijinks ensue. Can you handle the consequences of their mess? Next week, all resources, gains, and losses from events are increased by 1. Ooh.
Okay. I need
So talking
5
to him, it
minutes.
stirs up some energy. Oh goodness. Both from the Fish Kingdom. Miranda, I have not historically liked personally. I just haven't liked the personality they've presented her with. I don't know anything about Adrian, so I don't know what's going on there. Hey, Shadow Weaver, thank you for the raid, and Gaming Devil, thank you for the... Oh my goodness, so many follows, so many emotes from the raid. Hey, thank you guys so much. Welcome in, welcome in. We are currently playing some Monster Roadtrip together. I'm letting Twitch chat make some decisions, but when we don't get fast enough decisions from Twitch chat, I'm rolling dice and flipping coins, so you guys don't have to feel responsible for every decision. But hey, thank you for coming in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Feel free to join in and vote in chat. Say hello to all of my lovely regulars who are here hanging out. Yeah, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. Yes, thank you again. More follows. Thank you so much. Tough decision for the tag along, because I don't know enough about either of them. Heck yeah. Miranda is pretty cool, but she's also like, the personality she's presented with is always like this kind of combination of like mean and dumb, and I don't necessarily like it. And I don't know anything about Adrian, and he's a little anglerfish, so let's learn about Adrian. Let's find out more about the dude who looks like some of my D&D characters. You invite Adrian to join your road trip. You want me to join you? Of course. I never turn my back on those in need. Oh, he absolutely... That's fair. That is fair. Yes, tabletop player in general, but D&D tends to be my primary medium. Oh well. Of course, I never turn my back on those in need. Perfect. Protector of the weak. Adrian always fights to defend the weak and those in need. You'll gain a lot of your lowest resource while losing every other resource. Oh, dang. Okay. So we're gonna have to get like a really safely acquired ending if we keep Adrian around. But our mind just went up, just right off the bat. So we'll take that. We'll take that. Yeah, welcome in. Feel free to lurk. Thank you so much for chatting and for stopping in. All right, chat. We got progress to make. You and me. Whose turn's up next? I don't remember. Probably your turn, right?
Oh, this.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Comfy.
Alrighty, chat. So next up, passing a Games R Us sign. Funny. You can go to an adorable little quaint village, or you can go over to an experimental prison. Run the fun back to prison, and we throw the key away, which can get us some hype, can lose us some stamina by the looks of it. Yeah, yep. Or can interact with another resource that we haven't discovered yet. Or an adorable village, which can gain us some money, or in 2 different other situations can gain us some soul. Pretty handy, but it's up to you guys. Option 1 or 2, or option village or prison, I guess. Let me know where you guys think we should go next on our journey. We'll see how long it lasts. I mean, we're doing good so far. We're making some steady progress, and we're not draining any stats. We got Adrian, so we should keep the bottom stats up. I think so long as we dedicate to one stat pretty well, we'll actually get like a specific ending together. Then it's just a matter of who gets the cooler ending, who gets the lamer ending. And I haven't been keeping track. So maybe chat will be the cool one who makes friends at the cool destination. And maybe I'll forget my sunglasses again. I have to go back. I still can't believe that happened. That I had a failure condition within my victory. Heartbreaking, honestly. Oh well. What do you guys think? Experimental prison or adorable village? If you guys don't necessarily pick right away, we can go ahead and flip a coin, but I'll give you a little bit more time. I know not everybody sits right at their keyboard. In fact, some of you may have me on just across the room, or you may just be lurking, so I'm in a background tab somewhere, and you barely hear me, and that's okay. Thank you for lurking, for hanging out, for being here. The cube, yeah, the experimental prison. Let's try it out. Best thing about the road, nothing happens. Damn it, Scott. What? Why is the car stopped? You're driving with Adrian, making small talk, when you both notice a woman tied to a wooden stake in the desert. Oh my goodness. What the? That woman must need help. Please, stop the car.
Kinky.
I don't know, being tied to a wooden stake. What is it with the... Oh my goodness, the game is on one today. A wooden stake spells kinky sex stuff in Polygeist's book. Either way, stop the car. No need to worry, ma'am. I am a knight of the Mer Kingdom Royal Army. I'm here to rescue you from your dire predicament. No, don't bother. I'm sacrificing myself to the great desert worm so he'll stop attacking my village. I face my death willingly to save countless other lives. I understand, but on my honor, I cannot let an innocent person die, even if it's for the greater good. Be still so I can cut you down. Too late. The ground rumbles, and out of the sand pops a huge, bloodthirsty desert worm. Roar! Halt, you beast. I don't care what deals you've made with this village. I won't let you hurt this woman. Okay. This is going places. What? Charlene, what's going on? I didn't know you were going to involve other people in this. I wasn't. These annoying hero types just decided to step in and save me. Every time, dude. I knew this was... I fucking called it. It's been this whole trip, dude. Oh, I seem to have misinterpreted some sort of elaborate romantic roleplay between you two. How embarrassing. It's okay. This whole bloodthirsty desert worm defiles village sacrifice routine of ours admittedly gotten kind of stale anyway. 8 years of marriage will do that to you. Oh, honey, maybe you could spice things up this time by eating the Mer-Knight. No, please don't. I have no desire to be a part of your sex lives or to get eaten. Still, I think helping these two spice up their marriage is at least we could do after ruining their weird game. Fuck yeah, son. Goodness gracious. Yeah. Up to you guys, chat. I'm sorry. I don't necessarily know, but I might need to tag this one as mature when I play Monster Roadtrip. I'm not 100%. I remember this one being played on YouTube pretty commonly, so I shouldn't be in trouble for it. This isn't necessarily that obscene, but it is. It's pushing it. It's poking me. You can spice up the relationship with deeper commitment, time to meet the parents, or try some roleplay classics. Two strangers meet at a bar, but one of the strangers is an actual giant worm. We can provide the bar. It is a little bit wilder. There's a lot more going on. It's a little bit more like a survival board game than it is as directly competitive. But there are still some competitive elements for sure. But I have it on a not super fun, but also not super competitive. Like I have it on the middle setting in terms of cooperation competition. So hopefully we can help each other more than we hurt each other. Spice up the relationship with deeper commitment, or try the old classic. So what do you think, chat? Old classic or deeper commitment, meet the parents, however you want to put it. I will leave it up to you guys, unless I need to flip a coin, because this was a weird one and I don't blame you guys for staying out of this one. But option 1 or 2? Option 1, yeah. I think that's a good call tomorrow. After 8 years of marriage, you would hope they had met the parents yet. But, oh well. The couple decides to visit the desert worm's father. They knock on the entrance to his sand burrow. Hi, Dad. It's been a while, huh? Wormilda, hi, says the worm's dad, giving his daughter an affectionate hug-like squeeze with his full body. I missed you. It's been so long since your last visit. I know. I'm sorry. I've been avoiding you because, well, I'd like you to introduce you to someone. This is my wife. Hello, I'm Charlene. It's so nice to finally meet you. Wormilda, I'm shocked. You married a bipedal woman? She's tiny. Yeah, I did. I know this must be a lot for you to process. I know you wanted me to marry a nice worm, impregnate and be impregnated by them in turn, and give you lots of grandworms. But I'm coming out of the dunes. Charlene might be tiny, but she has a big heart, and we're in love. Oh, sweetheart, don't worry. If you love this woman, then I love her too, even if she has 2 legs and only one form of genitalia. Welcome to the family, Charlene. Are you hungry? I can make you my famous homemade dirt loaf. Hooray! Worm love wins. Indeed. Although I do not understand why we need to tag along for this. I feel very out of place. You say you feel like a fish out of water? You gain +2 soul for helping the couple rekindle their spark, but you lose 2 hype from the inherent dullness of family reunions. Okay. So now we have some soul as our leading stat, and money's a little low. So let's see what our friend does about that along the way. Oh, shoot, that was just a stop along the way. That's a decision the game randomly made you pick, chat. I'm sorry. You still have the prison to deal with. You're faced with a very strange prison. I have no clue why you want to break into a prison as a fun road trip activity.
What can go wrong?
But it's safe to say that this place isn't your typical penitentiary. Maybe the morbid curiosity is getting to you. In any case, what are you hoping to find inside this prison? Impossible mazes that you have no idea how they'll affect your stats? Some deadly games, which is sure to win you some hype? Or some complex rules, which are sure to lose you some stamina, but who knows? You might get some soul or some mind in return for memorizing some complex rules. So we got the mazes, the games, the rules. Options 1, 2, and 3. Or I can roll a d4 -1, I suppose, but I'll let chat choose. I'm making you guys responsible for our success and failure just as much as I'm responsible. Because I don't want to feel bad if we lose. Because I feel like I lose this game every time. So now we're going to be losers together. Or winners together. Ideally winners together. But hey, I know how it goes. Mazes? Yeah. Could be interesting. Cool. Good choices, Twitch chat. Good choices. You all go to the prison entrances to inquire about a tour, but the security guard just hit you over the heads with their batons until you're unconscious. Bummer.
What?
What's going on? Where are we? I was gonna ask you guys the same question. Alia, how'd you get here? No idea. I was leading my armies to conquer a lesser nation. Typical Tuesday. Then I blacked out and woke up in this weird maze. Just then you hear a mysterious voice over an intercom. Intercom. Welcome to the death maze. Find the exit or die for our amusement. Oh, this is one of those fucked up maze survival games. A death maze is a little redundant, but we can still make this work. The first step to getting out should be assigning ourselves group roles. We'd be more likely to survive if we stick to the established tropes. I'll be the world-weary badass who's unfazed by all this shit. I'm sexy in that damaged anti-hero I can fix her way, and I get laid all the time. Oh man, I was gonna call that one, says Twitch chat. I call being the annoyingly panicky girl who's totally not cut out for this high-stakes situation. Watch, I'll get into character. We're never getting out of here. We're all gonna die. I'm scared. Wow, Polly, great acting. You really made me believe for a second that we aren't getting out of here and we're all gonna die.
Go team!
Can I be the dumb jock with a heart of gold? I'm really good at that one. Sure. What about chat, though? Maybe they should be the one who dies in the first 10 minutes to establish the stakes? Hard pass. You decide to be the quiet weirdo who solves lots of puzzles because they're secretly part of the evil corporation behind the maze. Oh, scandalous, Twitch chat. You wouldn't do that, would you? You wouldn't work for an evil corporation that makes this death maze, right, Twitch chat? Or you can be the thief, the best class for the adventure with disarm traps as a starting skill and a spell to double the loot you get from each room. Ah, okay. So we can go the nerdy option, which I'm always on board for. You can play the thief class, get that disarm traps ability, some extra agility, some double loot. That's a good point. I mean, honestly speaking, this is just like, if you're part of a huge corporation, you're pretty much just like a really, really well-paid thief, right? Like, especially if it's a death game, like with some big cash prize, and the person who wins is a plant. It's not really much of a death game, so much as it is like you watching people die for your amusement and letting one guy steal all the money that you set up. Yeah, I'm mad about Squid Game still. Fuck it. Or the thief. It's the best class for this adventure with disarm traps as its starting skill and a spell to double me true. I'm mostly mad about Squid Games because it got spoiled to me through freaking everything else, like every other freaking media outlet there is, like Twitter and TikTok and everything else. Like everyone had to talk about like, oh, this dude was a part of the, this guy knew from the beginning, this guy was, oh. It's like, oh my gosh, thank you, cool. Yeah, maybe if I would have sat down and watched it when everybody told me to, it would have, but I don't like listening to hype because I'm a hipster and I'm paying the consequences. Oh well. Twitch chat, would you like to be the thief or the person who works for the evil corporation? Because like the thief, you could at least be like a Robin Hood type, but in this case, you're kind of dedicating to evil a little bit, so you're probably gonna lose some soul. But it could be cool. Could get some money. I don't know which one would get you more wealth, honestly. Thief? Yeah, this is a solid option. I respect it.
Lame.
God damn it, chat. Why do you always have to bring role-playing into every situation? It's not even the fun kind of role-playing. Stop it, Polly. Stop going there. Yeah, this may be a labyrinth, but it's obviously not the kind with a minotaur or dragon to slay at the end. Stick to one genre. Come on, this will be fun. Dahlia can even be the barbarian if she plays along. Do I get a cool axe? Duh! You toss Dahlia the cursed great axe you keep on hand for emergency LARPing purposes. Yeah, see, there we go. Heck yeah. I am suddenly very into this plan. You make that maze your bitch. With your sleight of hand skills, you easily disarm most of the traps. And if you can't, there's always plan B. I roll to smash the beauty trap into 1,000,000 pieces. In the last room, a secret door opens, and several guards run in. Stop applying RPG logic to our punishment maze, they complain. You're totally undermining our gritty cyber dystopia genre. So you're the fucks that put us in here. You made a big mistake. I activate my barbarian rage. Turns out the Maze Runner's laser guns are weak against enraged buff lady with fucknormous axe. Dahlia hacks them to bits with ease. Okay, fine. I admit that worked, but I still say next time we get trapped in a punishment maze, we try the fun kind of role-playing to get out. Polly. You leave the maze through the secret door, and by casting your thief -3 magic, you gain +3 money, looting the guards' bodies. Nice. So we're down magic, which we'll need to get back up, but we're much better on money now, and we got soul. And our friend should help. Yeah, you guys got some money from the guards who put us in that prison. Good call, Twitch chat. Let me see here. So there's a troll gas station, which is where we can get some more magic, some more gas, or an art exhibition. But we're gonna try to get to the end. We're gonna try to get an ending. So I'm gonna go ahead and go get that magic now. So Adrian, you must feel like a fish out of water. I am that, quite literally. Polly, my smartest jokes don't work on him. I've also already made that joke. Hey, enjoy your foods. Get good eats. This gas station looks like it was lifted straight out of a children's storybook. A children's storybook where the fantasy heroes drive cars, I guess, but nonetheless.
Got the ice.
Despite all the weird and whimsical elements, it looks like this gas station still has the normal functions. What do? I'm gonna fill the car's tank. That's what I came here for some gas. Park under the ancient Fantasyland bridge over top this gas station and go inside to pay. Hi, welcome ye weary travelers to the mystical petrol gas station. How may I aid your quest today? Oh, 1 gasoline, please. Sure, whatever. How are you gonna pay for it? With money, of course. I heard it makes the world go round, and I definitely want the world... I don't want the world to stop going round, so let's keep spending. Sorry, but petrol doesn't accept money as a form of payment.
What?
What? You need money. Look, at first I didn't get it either, but let me tell you, these little papers don't look like much, but they can be used to get you anything you want. Like right now, I want gas, so I give you the papers, you give me the gas, then you give the papers to someone else to get something you want.
Oh.
The magical system called econology.
Huh.
Or is it economation? I think it's economy, sir. And trust me when I say that economy is meaningless to trolls. Petrol only accepts magical forms of payment, like dragon scales, cursed lockets, or firstborn children. Damn, too bad none of you are having a baby anytime soon, or this would be a lot easier. How else can you magically pay for this gas? Forfeit my fondest memory to the gas pump, or hunt down a boar to feed the gas pump, as was done for centuries before coin ever existed. I'm gonna hunt down a boar. Like we did for centuries. Yeah, that'll work. Do you have a wild boar? I'm gonna go hunt one down. Yeah. Not on hand, but luckily this highway's full of them. It's actually a huge safety hazard. Let's hunt. Thank God you packed your medieval flails and crossbows, or this would never work. -3 stamina later, you've tracked down and killed a wild boar. Okay, great. Now you just need to smear the boar's blood on your hands, faces, and the gas pump. Cool. I'm gonna do a boar's blood smoky eye. I'll recite the sacrificial incantation. Just gotta find the page in my employee ritual manual. Oh, ancient trolls, accept this blood spilled for your great horde, and allow these travelers passage they can barely afford. And enjoy the sacrifice, old as man, old as time, old as the tedious practice of chanting and rhyme. The ground shakes, and there's a sound like the earth just let out a fart of biblical proportions. I guess that means your transaction's been accepted. Here's your +3 magic. Have a troll-tastic day, or whatever. Try not to hit any other wild boars on your way out.
Hands on the wheel, eyes on the road.
Alright. We're not doing too bad, eh, Twitch chat? Not too bad. Now, the hard part is whether or not you guys think we should go to Doom's Diner or the low-budget Reptile Show, which apparently has more magic, but it can also lose us some hype or gain us some soul, which is pretty awesome. We do like those. Doom's, we can gain some hype, we can gain some stamina, we can eat some food. We are a little low on stamina, so that wouldn't be a bad call. Or we can gain some mind. Tough. I leave it in Twitch chat's highly capable hands. I assume maybe we go get some food from Doom's Diner, but if you guys don't want to, then I guess we go without, and we hope that our hitchhiker does something about it. Oh, Tamar says we should go get some stamina. We'll wait, but we'll see. I don't see anybody arguing with Tamar. Probably because that's a good call. They tend to have pretty good calls. At least you've been my cult buddy pretty consistently. Helped me not be total doo-doo at Cult of the Lamb, which has been very helpful. Oh, goodness. I cannot wait to play that one again, because I have no idea what's waiting for me. And honestly, I think I'm going to stop playing ahead in Cult of the Lamb, and I'm just going to enjoy the rest of it organically on stream, because I know that there are going to be Easter eggs and lots of things like about the ending, like probably different endings if I had to guess, just based on the way the game's structured. It kind of feels like there's a story option in some way, but I don't know. We'll see. You read about this diner in a listicle of the top 10 most cursed restaurants you should never visit.
Want a cup?
Obviously, you took that as a challenge. Seriously, after all the dark magic you've messed with over the years, you think you can handle a diner. So now that you're here, what do? You can use the jukebox, order something, or look for a booth. But Twitch has said stamina, still no argument, so we'll order something. You all enter the diner and sit down to order. Your waiter appears in a cloud of baleful energy and french fry smell. Welcome to Doom's Diner. Behold a den of shadow and rot, heavy with the weight of curses handed down from generations to... Yeah, we already heard it from your greeter. He's in the parking lot with his dick out, screaming that the end of all diners is nigh. Oh, you met Naked Dave? Yeah, he doesn't work here. Oh, does he act like that because he's cursed now? No, took the wrong kind of shrooms. But this place can and will curse you. Even the menu items harbor dark, forbidden magic that'll permanently ruin you if you consume it. Yeah, speaking of the menu, if I order the Doomburger meal deal, can I replace my side with a beer and also my entree? Actually, I think I just want 3 beers. I want hot wings, please. Which sauce do you recommend? Oh, no. Miero Tabasco in Las Vegas or literal blood, maybe? Oof, tough choice. Haven't you people ever heard of heeding a goddamn warning? This food is cursed. If you eat it, it'll corrode you like a beast in repose. It'll twist your mind and sell your soul to the highest bidder. Shouldn't you, as a waiter and all, be selling us on the idea of eating at this diner? You don't seem to be very good at your job, boo. So, chat, what are you going to order? Ooh. Shoot, chat, we're really hungry. It's gonna be really tough. You can order an evil milkshake and deviled eggs, extra devilish, the everything burger, or soup. Now, personally, I'm a big soup guy. I like many variations of soup. I don't know what this is. This looks like a simple French onion, maybe. Maybe it looks like the onions aren't cooked in very well, unfortunately, but it's a very simple, very plain, very easy soup. I'm personally more of a potato soup guy, especially if it's like extra loaded up. Throw in some cheese, some sour cream, some chives, some big old like chunks of ham or bacon. Soup is pretty fantastic, if you ask me. There is the everything burger and an evil milkshake and deviled eggs. Are we gonna go with the safe option? Are we gonna go with soup? Or are we gonna go with something? Are we gonna be daring? Are you feeling daring, Twitch chat? Or are we safe and comfortable with the French onion soup? The onion? No. Oh gosh. Don't get my brain stuck on that sound. Don't do that to myself. Unless anybody says it, I think I'm gonna go ahead and choose soup for you guys, but I think that we think soup is a good idea. So we'll go with that. Yeah, soup's great. It's safe. These things will absolutely curse you. This one, I don't know how the soup's gonna curse you. They say it's gonna curse you, but I don't know if I trust it. Alright, Twitch chat. Alright. Fine. What? No fun warnings on this one? I don't think so, but there might be. I believe the lady at the gas station is Samara equivalent, who like crawls out of the TV in prior games, whereas Gerard is a nemesis and ex of Joy's. So there might be some relationship behind the scenes that we've yet to discover, but I think they just have a similar style there. Lake Panther 75, hey, thank you for the follow. Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to join us in chat and help make some decisions for Monster Roadtrip as we try to survive this run together rather than me just facing it on my own. What, no fun warnings for this one? What horrible curse does this soup have on it? Is it a soup that an evil forest hag used to boil a child? Was it soup the last meal of an 18th century archbishop who died under mysterious circumstances? Will the soup turn chat's nostrils inside out until when they inhale its delicious smell? Nah, it's just an onion soup. Oh, are the onions cursed at least? Nope. Well, it's kind of a letdown. Man, everyone's a critic. You lose 3 hype with your lame soup, but it still prays pretty good, so you gain 3 stamina. Hey, good job, Twitch chat. They're giving you crap, but you did a good job. The save option only lost hype, and like we've gotten to the hype ending before. I've gotten to the hype ending by myself before. We don't have to get that one. That's okay. It's my turn now, and I have to choose between a cryptic tech company or an abandoned village, and that's a tough choice. I'm not gonna lie to you. The abandoned village, at least it won't be hard to find a parking spot. We'll be able to gain some mind, which is one of our higher stats, or there's a possibility of losing soul, which wouldn't be very fun. Cryptic tech company, we could make more money, which is kind of in the middle right now. Or there's another stat that we don't know what could happen. And I think I've done that before. I think I've gone to the cryptic tech company and goofed with, I think it's like the algorithm that you can goof with. Versus abandoned village, I don't remember. I know I've been here once before or twice before, but I don't remember what's here to discover. So I'm gonna select that one. So is Miranda like your country's boss? Awkward. Yeah, that's certainly one way to put it. It's like your boss's daughter who has like complete control of the kingdom. Wow, there's nobody here. You've been wandering this village for a bit and haven't met another living soul. What could have happened to all the inhabitants? All their stuff is still here. Well, you suppose the first order of business is to... Okay, do I investigate what happened, go wild, or pillage what I can? I'm kind of curious just to figure out what happened. Let's do some investigation. The mystery is afoot. You and your friends begin searching the village for clues and run into your friend Joy. Oh, I suddenly feel like I've done this one before.
What are you doing here?
Whoa, what are you guys doing here? I thought this place was abandoned.
Hey.
It is. That's why we're investigating what happened. Why don't we compare clues? I found some really compelling rawhide earlier before I ate it. No offense, but I'd rather work alone. Whatever took all these villagers could be seriously evil. You guys should leave this to the world-saving professionals. Oof. Come on, we should figure this out together. I, for one, think everyone realizes village sucks and they all move to Vegas. Sure, if you guys really want to help me, why don't you try solving this Rubik's Cube I found? It's a very important cube. Definitely.
Let's do it.
Definitely. I'll solve it, Joy. I won't let you down. 20 minutes later. Well, I'm stumped. This would probably be easier if I wasn't colorblind. This is Booty. Joy only gave us that clue to distract us from the real investigation. She doesn't think we're competent detectives. Let's solve this case before she does. If we find the answer first, Joy will finally see how good and smart we are.
Ah.
Good call, Scotty. We'll be a regular Sherlock and Watson. I'm great at reading people's micro-expressions to deduce what they're thinking about.
Me.
Ooh, do me. What do my micro-expressions say what I'm thinking about? Milk bones? No, wait. You're thinking about sports. Final answer. Am I right? You're asking me? I don't know what I'm thinking about. That's why I needed you to tell me. It doesn't take a detective to see that Polly and Scott are hopeless at this on their own. Luckily, you know exactly how to turn them into great investigators. Get fancy technology to enact the ultimate investigation technique. Zoom and enhance. Or you need the acute perception of Sherlock Holmes, who could analyze a myriad of details just by looking at a crime scene. His secret? Doing lots of cocaine. That's... by the books, that's very correct. I will say, though, that the Robert Downey Jr. Version does a good job of being more of just like a... an unnamed substance user. And quite potential alcoholic. Yeah. Much more ADHD than anything. I like that. But I mean, it wouldn't be Sherlock Holmes without ADHD. And the incorrect self-medication of some form. Or I could get fancy technology to enact the CIA, or no, not the CIA, the CSI. Freaking zoom and enhance. Oh, goodness. I'm trying to figure out, that probably costs some money, which is, either way. Well, that kind of figures that it would also, this probably gets hype, but feels like it would lose. Shoot, I don't know. I'm gonna get some fancy technology. See, maybe it won't cost money. It does cost money. Okay. You spend money on some zoom and enhance software. You and your friends use it to scrutinize a photo of the village taken a week before everyone vanished. It's on the roof of the bowling alley. Sully, zoom in on that. There's a janitor on the roof. He's doing nefarious janitor things. Nah, he looks pretty boring. Maybe this isn't the lead we needed.
Huh.
Are you sure? So zoom in on the wrench in the janitor's tool belt. It's really suspicious. How so? Maybe the janitor was going to use the wrench to loosen the bolts that were holding the city together? Or... Nope, I got nothing. You won't let Scott beat himself up. You zoom in and enhance the wrench even further. Sure that you'll find something. Whoa, you can see all the atoms that make up the wrench. Look at all the molecular chaos. Can we do anything with that? Maybe the villagers disappeared because they all succumbed to the chaotic destruction entropy that occurs on the atomic level every day? Damn. That's a really good explanation. Where'd you come up with that, Scott? I don't know. I already forgot what I said. Can we go bowling? You should enjoy the evidence you've gathered on your way to the bowling alley. She's underwhelmed, but you know you cracked this case wide open. You gain +3 mind. Nailed it. We win some, we lose some, chat. All right, time to stop and get some rest. Speaking of which, I am actually going to take a moment to do the same thing. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. So... I will return to you guys in a moment.